Alright, so this is the last of the last. Alright, so this is the last of the last. I would say I would give the finals. Where's the sound? Okay, no sound. I would give the finals an 8 in total. Now, if you're a good fan of PvP, I mean, if that's all you ever play, you obviously give it more points. But I managed to get this character up to 9. Why I'm keeping this at an 8 is because the grind is ridiculous. I couldn't even make it to 10, and by the time I was trying to get to 10, I got sick. The game got me sick because the game is addictive. And any game that's addictive because you want to unlock better stuff and you want to keep doing more PvP and you want to get better at a game. Any game that becomes addictive also is a game that impedes on your health if you're not paying attention to your health. It's not to the fault of the game. It's to the fault of you not paying attention because you're so into the game. So the game has an addiction that you have to manage yourself. So I'm not taking points from the game for that. I'm taking points from the game for having motion sickness in the game because certain areas within the game are so dark you can't see. Certain areas are bright, but you can see. And in the PvP world, where people are allowed to hide in dark spots and you can use light spots, this is a game that's based on speed and eye movement and hand-eye coordination. And you have to adjust your controllers accordingly to move as fast as you can. Look left, look right, look left, look right, up, down, fast, 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 fast. Everything's fast. After a while, that takes a toll on your eyes. Whether you're young, whether you're middle-aged, or whether you're old. Not everyone is going to be able to feel healthy playing this game past their third hour. I was playing this for 6 hours straight, and eventually it starts to take an effect on me. So if you're not in good health, you might not even make it to the 3 hour marker because that's not something that you want to deal with. So it does have blurring effect with regards to motion sickness because it's a PvP game. It's not to the fault of people who made the game, but it's to the necessary intensity of the type of game it is. It's the finals. But because of that, I had to dock at a point from giving it more points. Um, because dark spots and light spots, that has nothing to do with players and fans in intense environments. Like the lighting here, it's all great and everything. But let's say if your vision's so good, isn't so good, or you don't have a great monitor or a big monitor, you have a small monitor or small television, you would have to be squinting your eyes. Or if you even have a medium-sized high definition television, certain images are still small regardless. And when it comes to PvP environment world, they have to be large because if they're too small, it's hard to see. So even if you increase depth of field or decrease depth of field, it's hard to see at those locations. It's hard for me to tag someone at a certain distance in this game, even if I reduce depth of field, because it's not because they're too far away. It's because based on line of sight, based on the colors of the dark and the light, of where they are versus where I am, and the environment itself. It's hard to catch a person, especially when you're moving from side to side, swaying fast, fast, fast. So it's in a way, it's a bad thing to add shades and dark shades and light shades, mesh them together. Everything has to be bright because you have to see everything. So in that case, games like Apex and Fortnite will always be over this because you are able to see certain things. But regardless of that, this game does have its appeal, and I believe it has the opportunity to grow beyond a certain point. But another reason why I would keep it at an 8 is because the grind to try to get to 10 is ridiculous. In other words, you would have to do at least 15 different PvP matches, anything from 10 to 15 different PvP matches, just to get to level 1. Then you have to do another 10 to 15 PvP matches to get to level 2. Then you have to 3, then to 4, then another 10 to 15 just to get to level 5. I mean 3, and then 4 and 5. Same thing, same 4. So I managed to get to level 9 by doing almost 100 matches. I've done almost from 80 to about 90 matches, and I'm still at level 9. I haven't done 100. It's anywhere between 80 to 90 matches so far, and I'm still at level 9. So that's 80 or 90 times I've played in this game. 80 of 90 times. And I'm not even at 10 yet. So the grind here is very long. That's why I'm keeping this game at a 10, and that's why this is my final day for the finals. I would say it's an average PvP game. They gotta clean up those blurs. They gotta clean up those motion sickness stuff. That because I really got sick of this game, but in all truth, it's because the game is addictive. That's the reason why I got sick. Um, but yeah, I mean, and another thing I noticed before, as someone told me while they were playing as well, they basically said this. This game is very interesting and is very addictive, but it's pretty much the same type of maps over and over again. What you play in tournament is exactly what you're playing or quick play, either quick cash or bank it. The same thing you play in tournament or ranked tournament, are the same map locations that you would do in quick play. So all they did is they chopped up everything that was in quick cache and bank it, and in experimental, when experimental was there, and it was in tournament. And the only reason why experimental was there was to get feedback from people. You notice they took away experimental, now it's only quick cache and bank it, because they realized, based on how people perform versus one person versus everyone, how those people stacked up, how they fight, how they behave, how they interact with each other. If you're not the type of person that could deal with hand-eye coordination, looking to the left, right, up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, up, down, quick, throwing grenades behind you, checking out surveying the area, looking around, using your tools, your menus all at the same time. I'll prove it. Actually, I'll just go admission. I'll prove it since this is my last time doing it. I don't feel like getting sick again. I'm actually sick because of this game. I couldn't believe it, man. I played so many games in my life. This is the first game that actually got me sick. And it's not their fault. It's because I became addictive towards this PvP game. So this game does have an addiction, which is very cautious. You should be very cautious about any PvP game that's addictive. Being sick is not good, and it's definitely not fun.
The jet setters soared above the competition, banking their way to business class victory.
Okay, so I showed up at the end of the party. Look, don't get me wrong. This ain't no Call of Duty, that's for sure. This is not Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare got a lot going for it. I rock Modern Warfare any day of the week. But I feel more a sense of need to accomplish something in here than I do in those games. This feels exactly like the name and title of the game. It's a finals. It's a competition. It's to test how good you are against other PvP players for the sake of testing yourself against PvP players. That's what this feels like. This game feels like it was designed for people who like to, throw down for the sole purpose of throwing down. Oh, if just to, whip out shotters, just to capping off to see who goes down first. That's what this feels like. I'm all about that. But after a certain period, you start wondering to yourself, like, is there a purpose to the game other than this? And I understand that this game literally came out in November or October of 2023 at the Game Awards, which the Game Awards was, I believe. So it's only been like 2 months now. So I understand there's not much for it to go with. And this was just installed into the game. Steal the spotlight. What the hell is this? This is something new. This was just installed yesterday. That's why I'm keeping it at an 8. I could literally drop this down to a 7.8, but I know that there's an addiction here, and I know that this is a very good game, but I know if I keep playing this, I'm gonna get sick, because I know it's addictive. That's why another reason why I don't play a lot of PvP games is that PvP games will get you sick after a certain period. You would have to buy, if you notice, you see a lot of players wear like special yellow glasses or shades and stuff because they can't deal with it anymore. Their eyes are bulging, they get migraines and headaches. The PvP arena world is not my cup of tea. Any game that forces you to, for your eyes to go crazy all over the place just to see an enemy through smoke, and then to jump over the and jump through windows, hook on with your grappling hook just to escape someone shooting at you while dropping grenades at the same time. All the shit happening at the same time. My God, man. You will eventually get a migraine. I don't know. I can't do it, man. I want to keep doing it, but I can't do it. PvP games are for, I wouldn't say for special people, for time for you to come back to PvP every now and again. That's what PvP is. You should come back every now and again. It's not supposed to be something you play all the goddamn time, unless you got issues. I don't know what this is, but I'm rocking it. So let me keep quiet and just play the game. I already gave my assessment of the game. It's an 8 all around, and that's all I gotta say.
I'm so excited right now, I didn't even hear what you said.
Well, basically, it's the same thing. It's just different. You're just carrying. It's like a mode where everyone is a tank, and I'm trying to rob the bank or something. Okay, it's a good experiment. Let me cup the lights here. I'm not trying to get another migraine.
There goes another vault.
Okay, here's an example of what I was saying. You see how dark it is here? I'm going to try to make it lighter. Like, Jesus Christ, man. You'll go blind in this goddamn game.
Looks like another vault just gave in.
Brightness. Where's the brightness? Okay, actually, let me leave. Okay. Let's try this again. Where's brightness? I'm not losing my mind, am I? I mean, I'm pretty sure when I first started to play this game, there was a brightness settings. I know there was the different color settings. I remember this. It's been a couple of days because I've been sick because of the game, like five days. movement. It wouldn't be in control, it would be in video. Okay, so there was no brightness setting. There was either accessibilities, we get to choose the different types. There was subtitles. That make no sense though. There was no brightness settings. Is that probably the reason why I was having so much eye problems? Because there's no settings for brightness? I could swear this game did. So there was no brightness settings. The brightness I set was on my monitor apparently. So it's a good reason. I'm gonna test that mode one more time. I'm calling it a day. It's not gonna be long on the finals. Based on this game, because I have no intention of getting sick again. It's a great game, great PvP game. It still has a lot to go on. It needs a lot more meat to it. The tournament seems the same as the quick mode. It's just rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, and the grind to get to level 10 is ridiculous. You probably have to do 100 different combat matches just to get to level 10. Fuck it, you know, screw that. I'm not doing that. I almost went blind trying to get to level 10. Got a serious migraine and almost collapsed on the damn ground because I was trying to see how can I force myself to get to level 10 real quick. I could do a good 6 hours. I could do 6 hours. And after 6 hours, my eyes couldn't take it anymore. Because they have no adjustment towards the goddamn brightness. Either that or they took it out, just like they took out experimental. Yeah, so this month is going to be before February month is going to be for Elden Ring and for what the hell is that game? It's in my game system. What the hell is this?
Another vault just popped open, folks.
It seems because this game just came out, like the whole damn game is a huge experiment at the moment. I never forget when one of those guys were talking shit and saying how Harley did anything in the game. Like him and this Chinese guy were online and was like, why were you gonna listen to this douchebag? We did more and he didn't do anything. I really wanted to tell them that I don't rock PvP and that I was getting a headache. But you know, people are in their own little psychotic world, believing that they're self-important. Like, yeah, you're great at PvP games, nobody cares. You know, it's like trying to tell an actor, like, you suck at playing Fortnite. You know, an actor who acts for a living. It's like, yeah, I know I'm suck at playing Fortnite because I act for a living. Like the same for me. I do graphic design work. Of course, I'm gonna suck at video games. This is just something I do as a passion, a lifestyle. They'd better deposit those riches lickety split. I can't see good goddamn thing. It's so dark out here. There has to be.
Contestant with deep pockets just got eliminated.
There has to be a brightness
A
setting.
contestant is rolling in the dough.
Uh,
Holding that
Are
much
you
cash
telling
is
me
impressive,
I
but
cannot
they
increase the
have a big
brightness?
target on their back.
No, that's just here,
All right,
crosshairs.
a vault's just swung open and it's got a good stash of coins.
It makes no sense that a game doesn't offer you the ability to increase brightness and decrease brightness.
Small gains, big dreams. Contestant inches closer to the win with that deposit.
I know that person must feel good about themselves to get easy money from someone who is going through menus.
Another vault has been breached. Another vault's lock has been picked.
My God, man.
A contestant is
Yeah, I'm
holding
not
onto a
feeling it.
dangerously hefty sum of coins. As our viewers
Alright,
can
so
see, their coin trail
I might
gets
just
longer the bigger that fortune
I might just call it
becomes.
a day here and rock out the game now. I was going to rock for February. Yeah, so I'm gonna call it a day here. Look at how dark this shit is. Unfucking-leavable. Either I'm missing something or they took it away.
Oh my! That was a Titan-sized deposit from one very determined contestant.
Oh yeah, now I remember what it is. Elden Ring and
Another vault is open.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
One of our contestants is really holding
That's
some
what's
coins.
rocking for
Let's see if
February.
they
So
can
I'm
get
out.
that fortune.
I'm out. Metal Gear Solid 2. Yeah, I'm done with this game. This is a great game, but got a long way to go. Long way to go. 20 minutes is all I'm gonna get for it. I'm not about to have a migraine in some dark ass game.
Vault's been cracked, releasing a